Welcome everybody again to the LMAX show. Today's video is going to be about Mr. Joe Biden, the President of the United States. Okay, Mr. Joe Biden, I don't see much of him on TV. I don't hear much about what he's doing, what he wants to do, and things like that at all. I don't. And I watch a lot of the news. I do. I'm into that. This border situation and the children college thing never happened, and now all of a sudden he's saying if he wanted to close the borders, he can close them right now. Well, what you been waiting on? What's the problem, dude? Okay, all of these people are coming in, and you can't take care of what you have already here. Okay, now Mexico, they just coming in like it ain't nothing. I saw on the news they had a ladder on the gate on the wall that they just go up the ladder and just drop back down the ladder. They just made a ladder. Boom. What? You got nobody watching. You got no cops out there to border patrol to watch, see who's coming, who's not. Nothing. None of that. Okay. Now, I found this video this morning. So I'm going to hit it and let the secretary, I guess she's the Speaker of the House, talk. Let's see what happens. So if I stop the video, that's because I just got something to say and I just can't take it no more. But okay, here we go. Sorry, hold on. Here we go.
Thank you. President Biden has not had any events at the White House in the new year, and he's been kept from public view for 3 full days now. Why?
The president had a 3-day swing, went to 4 states in the new year. He went to just recently, he went to Pennsylvania, Valley Forge, where he gave a really impactful, important remarks on our democracy, protecting our democracy.
No.
On the eve ahead of January 6th. What we saw in 2011 on January 6th was an attack on our democracy, and he went out there and he spoke to the American people. It was very well received, and this is something that he's going to continue to do. He went to, obviously he was in Delaware, and then he went to South Carolina, also gave another impactful speech on our democracy and our freedoms, and then he went to Texas to honor a former Congresswoman, EBJ, who recently passed away, and he
3-day swing, but for the last 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, none of his constituents have seen him doing anything. Who decided that the American people are best served by seeing less of the president?
I would disagree.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
I wouldn't say they saw less of the president. He was out there, again, a couple of states in 3 days. I think that's important to note as well, and give the American people the full information here. And yesterday we noted this. He met with Paul Whelan's sister, Elizabeth Whelan. And this is a commitment when it comes to American hostages, bringing them home. The president has been committed to doing that. And we have brought home more than 30 people, 30 Americans who have been held hostage across the globe. And so the president is committed. He wanted to have a conversation with Elizabeth Whelan. He did that. He met with his national security team, as he does regularly.
That's a damn lie.
He did that. He had lunch with the vice president yesterday, important partner in everything that he's trying to get done on behalf of the American people. So the president is active. The president is doing what he needs to do to deliver for the American people, and he'll continue to do that.
There's an item in Axios that President Biden was advised by the White House counsel to stop giving big dollar donors tours of the Oval Office. While he has been out of view of the public for the last 3 days, has he given any wealthy campaign donors tours of the Oval Office?
So, just speaking to that particular point, those stories that were out there, so as many of your outlets have covered, it is typical. It is typical for all presidents, regardless of party, to host supporters at the White House complex, which is both, as you know, his working office as well as his personal residence as well. And President Biden and his team take all of this very seriously. We take rules concerning the White House and re-election seriously, and we're proud of that. We're proud of taking those rules very seriously. I just don't have anything else to add. Go ahead, Emily.
Thanks, Green. I wanted to follow up on some of the questions yesterday about Hunter Biden.
It's about to go down.
You've said he's a private citizen, which is true, but the president is a public citizen. And what's happening on Capitol Hill is public, it's political. So can you clarify why you aren't able to speak more about the president's role in his son's defense?
Emily, I really don't have anything else to add. He's a private citizen.
Not.
He's not a member of the White House. He doesn't work here. I just don't have anything else to share. I would have to refer you to Hunter's representative. I don't have anything else to add from that to that.
What a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Go ahead, Jared.
U.S. oil production hit an all-time high in 2023. I'm curious what the administration's sort of response to that measurement is and how it sort of fits in with the broader agenda of transitioning the EVs and the green agenda that the president talks so much about in the context of like job creation in the economy.
Yeah, look, we've always said how important it is to transition to, obviously, the EV. And that's something that we take incredibly seriously. And obviously the Inflation Reduction Act, the bipartisan infrastructure law.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
All play a very important role in this. And, you know, one of the things that we've worked really hard on is making sure that, you know, as we talk about oil production, making sure that gas prices go down, right? And that is something that we have seen over the past couple of months. We see that they're under $3 in about 28 states. So look,
LA.
when it comes to oil production, we've also said that what the corporation profits, like Americans should feel that as well. And so that's something that the president's going to continue to speak to as well. I don't have any specifics to say about 20.
All right, stop right there. All right, everything went up. Boom. Everything. Gas, food, clothes, you name it. Everything is sky high. Gas went down a little bit, maybe $1.50, something like that. But it's still high. It's still high. $3, I have never seen that in California. Okay, let's go.
2023, but that's been kind of the road that we have looked at as we think about oil production, as we think about clean energy, and how we want to move forward with electric vehicles and how important that is as we deal with the climate change.
Electric vehicles.
This is the worst.
Try and call people. Go ahead.
Thanks, Green. Do you have a new strategy to try to get Julie Su confirmed now that the president has renominated her? And why did he decide to stick with her after she couldn't get
Well,
confirmed
we think
last
she's
year?
done an excellent job. She's done a great job as the acting Secretary of Labor. We've had a couple of negotiation agreements that she was very much involved with labor, and helped either with technical assistance or being directly involved, land some of those agreements that were incredibly important to labor workers and their families. So that's important. We think she's done a great job. We think that she should go through the nomination process. We think she should be the Secretary of Labor. And so, of course, the president is always going to go with the person that he believes is the most qualified, and she is indeed the most qualified.
No.
Let's not forget when she was the deputy secretary, when she was going through that process, she went through nomination. She got the support. So there's no reason that this can't happen again. All right, we're going to start wrapping it up. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Green. Governor Westmore earlier this week proposed launching a statewide gun violence prevention center like the White House has suggested. My question is, have you been in touch with any other governors about this initiative?
So, look, I think it's important. We are glad to see that the governor of Maryland has started an office to prevent gun violence. Obviously, as you know, we did that here, which is one of the first office of its kind. We are constantly in touch with local and state officials and localities on how to move forward in dealing with gun violence in their communities. I don't have any conversations to speak to about any other states doing the same.
Yo, the man asked you a simple question.
President disappointed at all that that initiative hasn't, been embraced rapidly by some of these states experiencing a rash of, violent murders and other violent
Look,
crimes?
the president has been very clear. There is a gun violence, gun epidemic here in this country, and he's going to do everything that he can to deal with this. That's why he took the executive actions that he has, more than 24, more than any other presidents, certainly in their first term.
Oh shit, here we go again.
That's why we were able to pass this really comprehensive piece of legislation that he signed into law, obviously, that dealt with gun violence. All of these things are critical and important. We are going to work. One of the charges of the gun violence office here at the White House is to work with localities, is to work with states on how to move forward in dealing with gun violence in their community, the support that we can give them, how to implement some of the executive actions that the president has signed, certainly parts of the legislation that is obviously now law into their communities. And so we're going to continue to work hand in hand to prevent gun violence in those communities as you just laid out what we're seeing. All right, everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you on the road tomorrow.
Wow. Man. Okay, dude just need to go ahead and get out. You too old for the job, man. Basically, you're just too old for the job. So go on, man. Let somebody else get in there. Trump, whoever, gonna be in there. My honest opinion, when Trump was there, we was making some money. That's all I can say about that. He may be racist, whatever. He probably is. But which one of them is not? That's all I got to say. Shit. That's it. Goodbye. Peace. L Mac. The L Mac Show. Bye.